Hello and welcome to Fifth and Grace. Today we are going to explore the energies for each of the signs for the week of November 17th to the 23rd. This is a new series I decided to start, and it is my intention to post a video every Sunday doing this exact same thing. We're going to pull one card for each sign for a quick little message to see what to keep an eye out for this week. And if my voice sounds a little bit strained, it's because it is. I was out last night at one of the local bars to grab a bite to eat with a friend, and we talked for 3.5 hours. And now my voice is very tired. Plus, I did a live yesterday for an hour. So I've literally been talking for 4.5 hours in one sitting yesterday. And my voice is very tired. And so I thought, well, I'm going to get this video recorded and then rest my voice for the rest of the day because I actually have a market tomorrow. So I'll be talking for 6-7 hours straight tomorrow as well. And if there's no videos on Monday, you'll know why. You'll know that I just couldn't talk anymore. All right, one more shuffle and then we will cut the deck and we're going to see what is in store for all of the signs this week. We have the Chariot for our Scorpio friend. Whatever it is that you are doing, you are on the right path. Don't forget not to keep the blinders on, though. You want to make sure that even though you are on the right path and you are heading very quickly towards your goals, that you're not blind to other opportunities that are coming your way. It's never a good idea to be so committed to the vision and the goal that you have in your mind that you're ignoring even better opportunities that are opening up for you along the way as you gain experience, meet new people, and grow and expand in whatever it is that you're doing. But this is a great message for you, to just a reminder that you are on the right path, some validation for you, and you may be seeing some extra opportunities opening up this week. Don't ignore them. If they're showing up, it's because you're meant to look at them. You're meant to see them and you're meant to explore them. Whether it's the right fit for you at this moment, that's up to you to decide, but definitely keep an eye out for them. And our Sagittarius friend, the World. Something is coming to completion. This is basically the end of a cycle of your life. So there are things that are coming to completion. This is actually a beautiful card. I'm just going to look up the date for this one because I'm kind of like, if we get something this significant, yeah, there's no date. So it's right now, but this is you're coming to a place where you're going to be at peace with yourself. If you've been kind of going through a little bit of turmoil, don't worry. It is coming to a point where it's all going to settle down and that you will be in a good place. And you're getting there. And this is the end of a journey. And as we end a journey, it's important to take some time for self-care before we begin the next journey. And it's the perfect ending for you. So something is going to be coming to completion this week, and it'll be wrapped up nicely with a cute red bow, and you get to just bask in it for a little bit. And then you're going to start a new journey, a new adventure. That's so exciting. Very exciting. And this card is for our Capricorn friends, our Four of Swords. Don't let this season of darkness and quiet and hibernation let your mind stagnate. We want to make sure that we're keeping our minds active and we're not just becoming bored with ourselves, if you know what I mean. It's okay to take that time for solitude, but you know, our fours always remind us that at one end of the spectrum we have stability, and that's always good. Mental stability, that's a good thing, because we're seeing a lot of people who are not mentally stable these days. So let's not succumb to that, but we also don't want to become stagnant. It's okay to take a rest, to give your mind a break and seek out some peace and quiet, perhaps some, meditation music. Some silence goes a long way. But make sure that you're keeping your mind stimulated through, different things, books and puzzles and sparkling conversations about a variety of topics. So that's definitely a good message for you this week, to look for ways to keep your mind active and feeling good. And of course, our Aquarius friend is next, the Ace of Wands. The Ace of Wands. There's so many things come up for this ace. There's like 4 things just popped up here with this. Obviously, our Ace of Wands is our phallic symbol. So if you go back to my love reading, it was all about cuffing season, because being the middle of November, I know there's a lot of people out there who are keeping an eye out for somebody to kiss on New Year's Eve. So if that is you, keep an eye out for that person this week. Absolutely. If that's not you, then the other message for this card is to keep an eye for something new. A new activity is coming up that will really bring some joy into your life. What's strangely enough, and I've never had this happen before, but what's popping in is that, like, in Canada, in Ontario, we have like parks and recs departments in our towns. And oftentimes there's programming that they put on at the rec centers and at the pool and the hockey rinks and things like that. So keep an eye out for something, one of those programs. Maybe get the book from the town or look on their website or something and see if there is a class you can take or an activity that you can do that is brand new to you. This is all about a very new thing, and it's about like doing something. So, get out and do something. So keep an eye out for that, or look around. There's all kinds of places doing courses and workshops and classes. I got a whole bunch of them as well. So if you're interested in those, leave me a comment. I'll pop the links in for you. And, but definitely a strong message here is don't sit at home all winter. Because we don't want our bums getting bigger over the winter. So don't be sitting on the couch all winter. Get out and do something, and do something new that will challenge you a bit. Like maybe something you've never done before and you're like, oh, I don't know if I'm good at it. Well, you get good at it by practicing. When I used to do yoga all the time, because we don't have a yoga studio in town anymore, so I don't get out to yoga very much. But when I used to do it and I would invite people, I'd say, hey, why don't you come to yoga class with me? And they'd say, oh, I'm not very flexible, so I can't go to a yoga class. And I was like, okay, it's not a competition, number one. But second of all, you go to yoga class to get flexible. You don't start off flexible and then go do yoga. You do yoga to get flexible. You end up flexible. So, sort of look at it like that even if it's something that you think you don't know how to do or might feel challenging, do it. It'll be fun. It'll stimulate your brain. It'll stimulate your heart. You'll feel good about yourself. Go take a knitting class or learn how to crochet, or, you don't have to necessarily, it doesn't have to be like an intellectual class. It could be anything, but this is a big, strong message. So I've gone on forever on this one, but this is a big, strong message. Get out of the house, do something new. And if you're single, keep an eye out for what's coming. And then that was our Aquarius, and this is our Pisces friend, 3 of Wands. Very much, you know what? I'm going to be honest here. This is the second time I'm recording this. I reshuffled the deck and started over because I made a mistake the first time I recorded it. But you know what's fascinating is this card came out for Pisces. And I'm just like, what the heck? This came, so this is the second time that I've sat down to do this reading, and this card came out for Pisces. So I guess this is a very strong message for Pisces, that it is okay to take a moment and look at what you've achieved. It's okay to take some time right now, this week, and look back over the year and say, what have I accomplished? And enjoy that. And be grateful for that. And appreciate that. And give yourself a pat on the back. And it's also important to remember to take some creative action as well. So as you're celebrating yourself, do something, like actually do, a verb, do something for yourself to celebrate everything you've accomplished this year, and appreciate it, and take that moment to look out upon everything that you've achieved, and learned and grown and made this year. It could be, you know, if you've had a baby this year, you made a baby. If you started a business, you grew a business. Like if you, even for some people, just getting through every day is a huge accomplishment. So pat yourself on the back for that, and appreciate that you're still here, and celebrate that you're here, that you've made it this far. And we still have, you know, whatever, 6-7 weeks left in the year, and there's still so much left to celebrate and enjoy. And our Aries friend, Temperance. Oh, I'm an Aries. Yeah, I get this. So this is a message all about balance and harmony. Our Aries friends, we're not good at that. We're not good at that, but and we're also not good at being patient. So, you know, this is a little reminder to look for opportunities to be patient this week, and to find some tranquility in our lives, because we're going to need it. I think December is going to be a little cray-cray, just with everything. Not necessarily bad, but just a lot of stuff going on. It's as everybody's wrapping up the year and all the things we want to finish up and tie up nice and neat before we go into the new year. But this is definitely a week for moderation for Aries, and just, you know, bring some balance into life. If you find you've been working a little too hard, it's okay to pull back a little bit and maybe spend some time, you know, with your family or with your friends, or taking care of your house. That's where I'm at. I actually have to tackle almost every room in my house, just pulling it all back together again, because it's gotten a little bit out of control just with being so busy. So definitely my home is my focus this coming week, and getting everything back on track so that I can go into the holiday season feeling good and feeling stable. And our Taurus friends are 8 of Wands. Oh, this is such a sweet card. I love this deck so much. This is the Oak, Ash, and Thorn deck, and I will put the link in the description. I'm just going to look up the timing of this one, because I feel like there's a little something going on here. Yeah, the timing of this card is November 23rd to December 2nd. So whatever is coming up for you in that week, this is the week we're laying the groundwork. I'm so excited now that you've got an actual warning of what's coming up for the following week. This is exciting. So things are going to be changing at lightning speed. This is definitely an energy of, you know, the arrows whipping by, and the you know, dodging things that are flying at you, and being successful at that. You've got everything it takes. You can do it. You'll get through it, but just be aware of things that are coming up and might be coming at you at rapid speed. What's just popping in my mind is you're like, okay, I have to, you know, get the work done, the groceries done, lunch is made, and the laundry done. And then all of a sudden you've got to, you know, get school stuff done. You got school projects to do, or, you know, the kids all need costumes for the Christmas pageant, or, you know, suddenly like something's going to pop up for you that is, could sort of throw you off track a little bit. So just be aware of that. But now that you know that, use this week to get everything done and caught up, so that anything that comes at you is not going to throw your whole life off the rails, and you're not going to get sidetracked by it. It's just going to be, you know, everything's, the groundwork is already there, and then you can handle this extra thing that may be coming at you. And it could be a bunch of little things, like you could just be putting out fires all over the place. Or you could be suddenly finding yourself with extra stuff on your plate. Don't let that stop you from moving forward. Don't let that block you. Don't see it as an obstacle. Just see it as, okay, we're going to get through this, and off we go. And this is our Gemini friend, the Two of Cups. What a perfect card for Gemini, our twins right here. But our Two of Cups is letting us know that there may be an emotional decision that is coming up this week for you. You may have to You may have to make a decision about whether you're going to keep moving forward with someone or something, or if you're going to stop it now before we get into a territory where it's going to be harder to stop. It's like it's hard to break up with somebody at Christmas. Do you know what I mean? So if you're going to, if that's the case, do it now. And that way, you know, you don't have that Christmas breakup. You know, I'm a minister, so I do a lot of weddings. And I actually had somebody book me a few days before Christmas for a wedding like 6 months later. This was a few years ago. And on Boxing Day, she got in touch with me to cancel. So somebody did not get that diamond ring that she thought she was getting for Christmas. Somebody broke up on Christmas Day. Oops. So let's not do that. Okay. Let's deal with ourselves and whatever we need to deal with now. Because this is an emotional decision. It could be a decision to move forward with somebody, or it could be a decision to end things. And that could be, a romantic relationship, a friendship, a business relationship, anything. It could be all kinds of things, but definitely there will be emotions involved. So what's coming in is there'll be some sentimentality, perhaps. Like sometimes we stick with things just simply because we always have, and that's not necessarily what's best for us. So yeah. And then of course we've got the partnership element. So if you have a business, you may see a potential partnership showing up, and it might not be like a long-term full-time partnership, but ways of collaborating on short-term projects. Those things might be coming up for you this week. That one came in quite strong, actually. But it's not, this isn't about getting married. This isn't about, people get engaged and married every single day, but this is definitely coming in strong for like a business opportunity of some way, an opportunity to partner, to move yourself forward that will enhance your life. And definitely keep an eye out for that this week. I'm not saying that you're going to do it, but those opportunities may be coming up. And I can't remember who we're on right now. That was Taurus. Was that Taurus? No, that was Gemini. Woo-wee. Let's just go back a tiny little bit. So we have Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries, Taurus. Did I get that right? Oh my gosh. Scorpio, Sagittarius, Capricorn, Aquarius, Pisces, Aries. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm just going to mark that I did that one, and then Taurus and Gemini. So this is our Gemini friend. I actually made a list of all the signs so I wouldn't miss any, and then I'm getting myself confused. So this is our Gemini friends. And now our Cancer friends. Yes, our Cancer friends. The Knight of Wands. My friends, whatever it is that you want to do, just get on with it. There's very much doing energy here. This active, fiery, spicy energy in this whole thing this week, simply because of all the wands here. And so this is definitely a message of getting on with it. Whatever it is that you want to do in your life, this is the week. Just start. First step. Even if you have no idea what you're doing, just start. That starting could be actually blocking out some time in your schedule to sit down and research and learn how to do the thing you want to do, or whatever it is. But this is definitely a message of giddy up, get on with it. Stop wasting time. I'm going to look up the timing of this card because there could be something connected to it. This is our Knight of Wands. And I know my husband is, no, there's no timing connected to this. My husband is a Cancer. So this is often a message for him. It's like, just get up and get on with it. So we definitely want to be looking for opportunities to do the things we want to do. And you should be feeling confident and self-assured about it because, you know, you do have what it takes. You wouldn't be thinking about it if you didn't. The idea wouldn't come to you. The opportunity wouldn't come to you if you weren't capable of it. So there we go. And now we have our Leo friend, our Page of Swords. Aren't these cards just so gorgeous? I'm going to look up the timing of this one too, because I just feel, yeah, no timing. It's interesting how often lately the cards are coming out with no timings connected to them. So I think there's a lot of very interesting energy right now. When there's no timing connected to a card, it is now or before you're ready. That is generally when the timing is. So this is all coming up right here. But this is just letting you know that there is a message coming to you that may challenge you. But I think that's a fair way of putting it. You may be receiving a message of a problem that needs to be solved, or that there's a dilemma or something, and you're going to need to use your brain to solve it. So this is where we put on our critical thinking cap. This is where we put on our problem solving vest, and we get on with it. And it's whatever it is, it's like, look at the problem as though it's an opportunity, because that's all problems are, is they're just opportunities for growth and expansion and learning and everything else. So when this happens, it could be something small, but I know how easy it is that, one little thing goes sideways in your day and it's like, oh, my whole day is ruined. It just takes your whole day out of whack. But look at it as an opportunity. So, just what came in is that whatever the problem is will be an opportunity to grow something. So you'll see that as a way of starting something new. There's lots of learning energy here too. So that whatever the problem is, you'll be doing a little bit of learning to solve it, which will only help you in the end. Like, the more we learn, the more skills we have, and the more value we put out into the world. Not necessarily more valuable we are, but just that the more value we can offer the world. So that is our Leo card. And our next card is our Virgo friends, the Ace of Pentacles. And remember, this is just for the next week. And this is our new beginnings. There's new financial opportunities. So many new opportunities coming this week. And I really felt like the energy shifted last week. So many people have said the same thing. And I think that, like, we shifted timelines to actually be on a more correct timeline. I mean, all of the timelines are valuable, but this particular timeline that we seem to have shifted on last week is about, when did it shift? Everybody woke up on the 6th. And so that's when everyone started saying, I felt something shift at like 3 o'clock in the morning. Everybody was waking up at 3 o'clock in the morning because something shifted. And when you pay attention, you can really tell when a timeline has shifted, because weird things happen that shouldn't be happening in the timeline that you were in. So I feel like the timeline shift that we had about 10 days ago is really showing up now this week in the form of opportunities for people. So especially our Virgo friends who, this is about perhaps a new job, a new business opportunity, a new, there may be some collaborations taking place right in here. But it's definitely a physical new beginning. So it could be a new place to live. It could be like a new vehicle, could be a new job, new business. This is about our material life, a new financial start, a new way of making money. Lots of opportunities right now. And especially at the end of the year, I just watched a video and it was 10 ways to make $5,000 before Christmas. And this woman came up with some out of the box ideas that I thought were so incredibly interesting. One of them being, like, if you're away a lot, if you travel for business and you don't use your car all the time, rent out your car to people. There's ways there's apps that can do it, like sort of Airbnb, but for cars, and then all the insurance is taken care of and everything else. So, that sort of outside of the box thinking, that's what to keep an eye out for this week. And this is for our Virgo friends. And of course, our Libra friends, 5 of Cups. There's some changes coming up this week. I feel like you're going to change how you feel about something. You're going to receive some new information that's going to change how you feel about something, because our feelings are actually created by our thoughts, which is how two people can have the exact same experience and have two totally different emotional reactions to it. But definitely there's some changes coming, and it's, the information that you're going to receive is going to change how you feel about a situation, Could be a person, could be a job, could be a friend, like whatever it is, there's a situation. And the reminder here is like, don't cry over spilled milk. Okay. Don't sink into a pity party. Don't allow it to bring you down. Just take it for what it is. Always assume that everything is for your highest good. And if you have to walk away from a situation, if you have to, you know, if suddenly you learn something about someone in your life and it's like not great, like I've had moments like that where I'm like, no, I don't want to know this about this person, because then I can't have anything to do with them anymore. And then I feel sad because, ugh, you know, we just like things the way they are, right? And so this is just a good reminder to receive that information and be objective about it, and don't go on a downward spiral with somebody else. Don't let that information drag you down. Don't just, you know, say, okay, well, that's interesting, and make your decisions from there about what you are going to do. And let's have a look at the final card of the deck, the Lovers. So sweet. And I love the little foxes. How cute are they? How cute are they? The Lovers. This is definitely back to, I think there's a strong theme of opportunities for the next week for quite a number of the signs. And again, here we have this partnerships, romance, celebrations. Celebrate it all. And, you know, look for ways to connect with other people. This is for everybody. Just look for ways to connect. If you haven't spoken to somebody for a while, reach out, say hi, see how they're doing. You know, if they get mad at you, then just say, okay, thank you, bye-bye. But we have to make effort in our relationships of all kinds. And this is just a great reminder to nurture those relationships if we want to keep them, and if we want them to thrive and then come with us into the new year. We're so close to the new year that we always have to be thinking this time about what are we going to bring forward with us when we cross into 2025. So that's a great reminder for all of us to nurture our partnerships and our relationships and celebrate them. This is the perfect time of year to do that. So I'm wishing you all the best for the week, and have a magical day.